everyone! Good day! My name is Jaire Tan of Expert Guides Tutorial and Review Services, and I will be your instructor for today's lesson on percent problems. If you're new here, make sure to check our videos both on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Thank you! Today we'll be discussing percent problems in our word problems series. But before we start, let me introduce myself. So I am Hyrule CJ Ethan. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in applied mathematics, major in mathematical finance at Ateneo de Manila University. I graduated with a master's degree under the same course, also in Ateneo. And aside from this, I was also previous president at the Ateneo Mathematics Society and a lecturer in the Ateneo Mathematics Department. So for today, we will be talking about percent problems. Now, in the series of lectures that I will be discussing, I will be focusing on the different types of word problems that you may encounter in your tests or exams. And one of the most common types of word problems are percent problems. And the underlying idea or equation in these types of problems is P equals R times B, where P is the percentage, R is the rate expressed in percent, and B is the base. Now, there are actually many different types of percent problems, but for today's lecture, we'll be focusing on the two most common types of problems. The first one is the percent of increase slash decrease. When you have a price or a number or an amount, you can describe its change in value using the percent of increase slash decrease. And the equation that we use to calculate this is as follows. So the percent of increase or decrease is equal to the new price minus original price all over original price. How this equation follows the previous equation, P equals R times B, is as follows. If you multiply both sides by the original price, this is the corresponding equation, and we can see that this follows the format of P equals R times B, where your base is the original price, your rate is the percent of increase or decrease, and your percentage is the change in price. Now, how do we interpret this number? If the percent is positive, then the price has increased. On the other hand, if it's negative, then the price has decreased. If the percent is 0, then that means your new price is equal to your original price. So there is no change in value. So let's now answer an example. Example 1. If last month I had 560 pesos in savings, but it was reduced to 490 pesos this month, how much was the percentage decrease? When we're answering word problems, it's essential for us to follow a step-by-step process, even in our minds, even if it's not explicit. So in this case, we can try following this 7-step process. So the first of which is to read the problem, which we just did. So the second step is to determine the problem type. Anong klaseng question yung sinasagot natin ngayon? Our clue in this case is the phrase percentage decrease. Since this is what you're trying to solve, you know that you have to use the formula from before when you're trying to measure percent of increase slash decrease. So the third step is to identify the variables. Ano yung mga given? Yung mga given natin ay original amount, which is 560 pesos, the new amount, which is 490 pesos, and we are looking for the percentage decrease. So yung rate. Next, we set up the equations. What is our equation from before? It's this one. New amount minus original amount all over original amount. We can then solve the equation since we can substitute our given values already. So we have 490 minus 560 all over 560. Simplifying this further, we have negative 70 all over negative 560, which simplifies to negative 1/8, or in percent form, negative 12.5%. So when we write our final answer, we say that the percentage decrease is 12.5%. Note that we don't have to write a negative symbol anymore since it is already implied by percentage decrease that the price decreased. Okay? Cool. Great. So we can now move on to the second type of percent problems, which are discount problems. So whenever we go shopping or try buying new things online, preferably, there are chances that you may encounter prices with discounts. So the decrease in the price of an item can also be expressed through a discount rate, or a percentage of the original price. And our equations are as follows. So if you want to calculate the discount, or the amount that we are going to deduct to the price, it's interpreted as the percent discount times the old price. Kapag naman yung bagong presyo or yung new price yung hahanapin natin, we have two equations. It is either equal to old price minus discount, or quantity 1 minus percent discount and quantity times old price. The equation that you're going to use depends on which variables are available. So let's have another example to illustrate this. May binibentang libro na nagkakahalaga ng 480 pesos. Kung tatawaran pa ito ng 20%, magkano na ang bagong presyo nito? So if you want to try solving this question, you may pause the video. Pero syempre, i-play nyo pa rin after. Kasi sayang naman yung titirang part ng video. So yeah, you may pause if you want to take time to answer the questions that we have. So let's answer this question now. The problem type can be determined by looking at the clues in the question. Sinabi sa tanong na tatawaran pa daw yung presyo ng 20%. Tatawaran means placing a discount to the price, which means that we are solving a discount problem here. And our variables are as follows. Meron tayong 480 pesos na lumang presyo. Meron din tayong percent discount na 20%. Ang hinahanap natin ngayon ay ang bagong presyo. So ano yung equation na gagamitin natin? Ito ang equation. New price equals quantity 1 minus percent discount and quantity times old price. Dahil meron tayong percent discount and old price. When we solve the equation, we can just substitute those numbers. So the new price is quantity 1 minus 0.2 and quantity times 480. Getting the difference, we have 0.8 times 480. And then it might be easier if we interpret this decimal as a fraction. 4/5 times 480. And then that's equal to 4 times 96, which is 480/5. And finally, we have 384 pesos. Kaya ang bagong presyo ng libro ay 384 pesos. And that was our lecture on percent problems. Sana marami kayo natutunan for today's video. We are offering an enrichment program here in Expert Guides to teach you about mathematics, science, and English. These are being delivered by a roster of wonderful and insightful instructors who really want you guys to understand these topics well. So if you want to avail for our enrichment program, you may reach us in the contact details here below, shown to you. Aside from that, we would also like to invite you to like our Facebook page, Expert Guides Review Center Katipunan, with the link in the screen in front of you. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video to your friends. And keep posted for our future announcements in the Facebook page. That is all. Thank you. Ingat and pakasaya palagi.